In Fox 5 Health News, low-fat foods could be the best diet for breast cancer survival. Joining us now is nutritionist Sherry Bookvar. Sherry,
Hi.
thanks for coming in.
Absolutely.
So let's
pleasure.
talk to us about the correlation here.
So this was interesting. This was a study that just came out. It looked at the Women's Health Initiative at about 49,000 post-menopausal women.
Okay.
And they randomly put them into two separate groups. One group, they were not supposed to change what they ate. They had a regular diet that was about 30% fat. And then they assigned the other group to have a diet rich in fruits and vegetables, whole grains, and no more than 20% fat. Now, just to give you a sense of that, for a woman who is following about 1,500 calories a day, that's about 33 grams of fat. Okay, so it's low. It's not no fat, but it is low. You have to really watch it to get that low. And what they found as they tracked them over time is that the women in the low-fat group had a 22% higher survival rate than those that followed the regular higher fat diet. In addition, they also found that death rates were lower, especially for heart disease. So it was really interesting to see how that correlation of a lower, truly a lower fat diet on a 20% could really be beneficial for long-term survival for breast cancer.
Right, it might be better for all of us, too.
Yeah, everything,
overall,
of course.
Can learn a lot from that.
Of course. And it just goes to show that these healthier, low-fat, high-fiber, nutrient-rich diets are really healthy
Gotcha.
across
All
the
right.
board.
And, speaking of trends and all that, cauliflower, of course,
my gosh.
everywhere all of a sudden, the vegetable now and all sorts of food products, but experts say they're not all good for you. We've got 6 of the cauliflower pizza crusts in our freezer right now. That's the biggie. You swap out mashed potato for cauliflower.
That cauliflower rice.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, just to say, we got some people doing this in the newsroom. It smells a little bit. Some of the cauliflower stuff smells.
It does, especially you put it in the microwave. It does. So cauliflower has been, these products have been exploding over the past couple of years. And we see it not only in cauliflower rice and mashed potatoes, but the pizza crust, even gnocchi now. We're seeing in some pastas. So, you know, cauliflower itself is wonderful, and so are some of these products. Cauliflower is low carb, low sugar, high fiber, gluten-free, nutrient-dense, and wonderful. The thing that you have to be careful with is, first of all, in your own recipes. If you're mixing it with a lot of cheeses, mozzarella cheese, eggs, things like that, you want to be careful from a cardiac standpoint if you're supposed to be following a lower saturated fat diet. So you want to look for simple ingredients. And then also in this boom of processed foods, it's not as clean as some people think for certain brands. Some brands are better than others. So what you want to do, as with any food, is always turn over the package, look at the nutrition facts label, and look at the ingredients. Because some of them are still higher in starch. There might be some potato added to it, some cassava flour. So the carbohydrate content, it might be low sugar, but it still may be higher in carbs. But also, what do? If you think it's a nice cauliflower crust, well, maybe you're not eating just one slice. Now you might be eating 2 slices or 3, and what are you putting on top of it also? So I think we have to look at the whole picture of not only what it's made with and what's going into it.
We tend to get carried away with thinking how good this stuff is for us.
Oh, yeah, just a little more.
Totally
And some of them are processed ingredients, too. So if you're really trying to follow a clean diet, it may not be as clean as you think it is. So always due diligence. It is wonderful, and there are wonderful products and recipes out there, but always check to make sure it's safe.
And the big food companies march in and take something that was popular, make it unhealthy, and then sell
we
it to the
can't get
masses.
enough.
Exactly.
And it's convenience. You know, convenience foods, that's what
Totally.
Sherry Bookvar, we appreciate it. Thank you.
Thanks so much.
Thanks.
We tried filling our